We are at Fiamme's restaurant in Thousand Oaks and at an event sponsored by the Infinite Success Network. What I'm about to do is speak to an audience of business owners about changing their lives from focusing on being normal to being extraordinary. Extraordinary presence, the danger of doing normal in abnormal times.
I came tonight to listen to Stephen's speech. I'm a director of sales with Applied Merchant Systems, and I'm actually one of the active members here with the Infinite Success Network.
And it was introduced to him through the nobsbiz.com. I've never had the opportunity to hear him speak in front of a group.
I'm the president and founder of Team Automation. We are a business consultancy firm specializing in CRM, which is contact customer relationship management systems. When I listened to Stephen, I thought of an example in my own business that I needed to get outside that box and take care of something that I've kind of walked away from, moved away from. And Stephen helped me get back in line, get out of the box and do something about it.
If they learned that they could embrace the risk at the same time they're afraid of the risk, they would have a big piece of what's happening tonight. I'm glad to be here, and we're going to look at extraordinary presence tonight and the danger of being normal. That title came from a consultation I did with a company. It was a $42 million company when I started working with them. Now it's a $200 million company. We started meeting for about a year and a half with the entire executive team. We have 8 people on the executive team sitting around a table, and we'd say, okay, Mr. COO, what do you think about what Mr. CFO just said? He said, well, I don't know. I mean, I think it was fine. Stephen, and I said, you're full of shit. Pardon my French. And one day I was in the men's room at a break, and one of the vice president of advanced sales, he was a good guy, is a good guy, and he's standing there, and we're talking, and as men do in the urinals, and he says, well, Stephen, you don't understand. And he started telling me what I didn't understand. Now, I had made a deal with them, and my deal was this. I said, look, everything goes in this. I am not going to keep any secrets. Do we all agree? Yes, they all agreed. So then we go back to the meeting. And I say, why don't you tell everybody what you were saying about the COO? And his face turned red. He started to cry. He's a really, really decent human being. Tears coming down his face. And he looks at the CEO. He says, you've been like a father to me. He said, but I have some strong feelings. And Stephen has pulled my mask off. And I guess I have to say them. And just like a kid in school, man, he stumbled out with those feelings. He was halting, he was self-conscious, but he said them. Everybody around the table was leaning forward because he was right on the money. See, that was one of their breakthroughs that went from let's do normal to let's do abnormal. You move the conversation from that, from a civilized conversation, to how do you succeed in your business? So you can change people's minds if you work really hard at it, but it isn't easy, and you don't do it in a half an hour, 45-minute speech, correct? So I don't have any illusion about changing your mind tonight or your mind, but what I do have a hope to do is get to that place in your brain that has been carefully protected for a long time.